So, this is another video update on Sunday, 11th of August. So, it's been 2 months since the last video update. And so, wow, the last video update was like in July or something. Far out. So, yeah, what's been happening these 2 months? Well, if you're watching this video, then chances are you already know what's happening because you guys are like the VIPs. But just in case you missed out, I'll just sort of fill in the gap in this video anyway. But yeah, what has happened? So the biggest thing probably that happened was Cell Surgeon got released for beta testing. Alright, so yeah, the game finally sort of finished off with 6 solid levels, and then those levels were fully finished in order to get it out so that people can test it and they can, I can start collecting feedback on how the game is going. And I got really great feedback from a lot of people. So I used this online tool called TestFlight, and TestFlight allows me to send my game to other people's phones via email. So you can sort of get the game without needing to go through iTunes and download it and play it. And through that, I've got a few people have played it and given really great feedback. So yeah, just want to thank those who have actually given feedback, because I really, take it seriously, and I collect all this feedback. I write it down and, learn from it. So thank you to Franz, Lucy, Jenny, thanks Kyle, Piggy, and Pierre. So yeah. And then we also had Rob Parsonson, and so he also gave me feedback as well. But yeah, a lot of feedback that gave me really nice intel on what's the next step for the game, and so that's what the game now is, next step. But just to quickly sort of preview where we left off last time. So the Cell Surgeon, I quickly made up a mock-up menu, right, with cool animated eyeballs and stuff. And then yeah, the game has 6 solid levels that went into testing. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can play these 6 levels and play through all 6 of it. And then I sort of watched how everyone played it and got a sense of how it went and how the pacing of the game is. But that's about it. So gathering some more of the feedback, I'm now working on the next 6 levels, or hopefully the next 12 levels. The game, my aim is to finish it with 20 levels. So I've got 6 so far. 20 levels, I'm not even halfway there, but I'll get there. Alright, but yeah, so let's have a look at the new game and what has been changed. Now I'm entering the next phase of the game, and to do that I've upgraded my Unity to the latest version. So previously I've been using an old school version, and I've been always scared to upgrade. So I finally made the upgrade because all the new features, I really started to need it. So I've upgraded to the latest 4.2, and by doing so I had to spend the whole day to sort of readjust all the code to work for the new version, because a lot of things just suddenly broke in the new version. Otherwise, other than fixing that, I've also improved the game system itself. What does that mean, improve the game system? Well, this is what it used to happen. I would work on level 1, and then I would sort of work on the game, and then I'm like, ooh, let me fix something up on level 1. And yeah, I fixed it up. Awesome, that's cool. But now I need to apply those changes to level 2 and level 3 and level 4 manually. And then, yeah, every time I made a new change, I have to manually go through each level and set it up again, right? And if I make changes again, like, oh, that didn't look good, let me change it back, I manually do it. So I had to sort of improve the way to sort of speed up development. So I've sort of implemented the whole game using prefabs, right? So prefabs allow me to see all these blue stuff here, and so the prefabs allow me to sort of just make changes on one, and then the prefabs are now linked to all 7 levels. And so if I just change the settings here, it will affect all 7 levels. Right? And so I should have done this long time ago in like step 1, but yeah, I'd have to migrate the whole game to use prefabs so that everything would work smoother. Otherwise, let's have a look at the game now. So if I press play, yeah, I've discovered a new way to improve the graphics. So these balls in the background, once upon a time was a texture scrolling, but now I've discovered cool particle systems. So boom, this particle system that shoots out the below, right? Really power saving, so it doesn't really take much power, and hopefully gives that nice look effect. So that really pimped up the graphics a bit, I think. But yeah, as you can see, something's messed up, like the text here's got messed up, so I need to fix the text soon. But yeah, this is the game so far. I've got new soundtrack, so my friend Pierre, who's like the most awesomest composer, I keep hyping it to everyone, and so he did the soundtrack for the game, and basically I keep constantly getting disturbed in the game development because I just end up addicted to his soundtrack and just keep listening to it. But yeah, this is the game so far. Just quickly finish this level because there's a few changes, and so this is the tutorial level that originally was there, and so this is level 1, and if I just quickly finish this, I clear the game, and there is and then there is new soundtrack. So the stars got a new soundtrack, and now I got a new background music here. The background music actually changes depending on how many stars you get. So if you get 3 stars, you get this happy sound, and if you get no stars, you get this unhappy sound. And if you get 1 and 2 stars, you also get a different sound. So that's also thanks to Pierre, who sat down with me to midnight to get it done before he had to fly away to Brazil. So yeah, so that's that. What else is new? So we now have multicolored levels. Multicolored, hopefully make things a bit more interesting, because it used to be just red all day, right? But yeah, the biggest problem through the feedback that everyone got stuck and confused on was the red virus. So that was the most confusing virus. So the red virus got changed and improved, and now it becomes like this. If I tap on it, right, it selects all 5, and then if I tap on it again, boom, 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 they die. Alright, so let's do that again. If I tap on it once, boom, it sort of selects everything that's next to it, right, and sort of highlights how many. So I've got 6 selected so far. So if I pop them again, all 6 of them die. So sort of like those traditional match-em games where you sort of tap on them and then you select them, and then wow, it's sort of laggy right now. Hello, and then yeah, once they have it selected, and this is just a quick graphic, that blue thing that I planted in there, and they scale a bit bigger, and yeah, if I tap on them, they sort of die. So this is the new red mechanic, which I hope would make much more sense than the previous mechanic, which you have to tap 3 times and nobody really got it. So hopefully this is a more intuitive way, because a lot of games do it this way. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, so that's the red mechanic, new implemented with the new background colors. Alright, so I've got lots of background colors. Every 2 levels there's a new background color. This is my favorite, the blue one, which is really cool. So that's the first 6 levels, and then level 7. Level 7 is where the new stuff are coming in. So this is the bomb, which once upon a time was in, but now it's in again. So we're finally up to the bomb. And the bomb's got a lot of tweaks, so a lot of improvements. The bomb's probably the most hardest virus to implement so far, because by this stage of the game, if you make any changes, you're pretty much guaranteed to mess up a lot of things. So implementing the bomb in required a lot of tweaking in the system just to make everything work properly. So yeah, but yeah, what's the bomb right now do? So the new bomb mechanic, so introducing enemies, so we can tap on it, and we got this mad grapple that can grab it. So it's a sort of bomb removal, which is cool because you don't want to disturb the bomb because the bomb can kill you. And so hopefully here's the bomb, and let's say if I tap on something next to him, like in his range, he wakes up and go, what the hell? Boom, and then sort of kills people around it. So you want to make sure you don't tap anything within his range, and then you want to remove him as quick as possible, because once he explodes the world, then yeah, those spaces become unavailable and you can't use it. And the more you get bombed, the less space you have, and that's going to affect your game. Yeah, so I got these bombs here, and so I think this grapple comes down and sort of removes it, which I think is a pretty cool mechanic, and hopefully, yeah, make something cool out of it. If the thing does sort of blow up, we've brought back in the old school repair bots. So I've just reactivated the repair bots again, and surprisingly, they still work. So if you have a look, if I tap on the damaged surface, here comes the repair bots. So the repair bots come and heal those surfaces. So if you mess up those surfaces, the repair bots will come and sort of do his thing, and then they will then fly away once the job is done. So here they go, they fly away now. But I think I need to improve on them because they don't look very clear what they're doing. So I'll fix them up. But yeah, that's pretty much where the game is so far. So I've also started nutting down the story, and so yeah, it's been a while, and so I'm nutting down the story. But long story short, you play as a cell surgeon doctor, and then he pretty much sits on his lab, and then he pretty much, the story is there's a super virus that's killing the world, and you're the only hope to save it. Cheesy, I know. But yeah, you play as a doctor. His name is Dr. Rylus. Alright, so Dr. Rylus sits in his lab with his cool hologramming thing, and then he starts, finding a cure to this super virus in order to save the world. Yeah, so there's also my friend Ryan also helped me design the logo for the quotes game company. So I've sort of registered under this name, Enjoy Labs. So hopefully when the game release, I'll release it under this company. And yeah, lots of things happening all over the place. But yeah, Ryan pretty much handles all the graphical side of things, and without him, the game probably doesn't look as good as it is right now. So thanks, Ryan. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this video. It's a bit long because it's been 2 months. But yeah, hopefully that brings you back up to speed with what's been happening. And yeah, thanks for watching.